Hello, Warfighters. War is hell. Welcome to episode 2 and the wrap-up episode of the mission called Nimble Guardian. So at the end of this, make sure you guys stay until the end because I'll give you the ratings on this mission and kind of let you know my thoughts on it. If you didn't see the last episode, we just escaped an ambush. Our objective for this is to find and extract a cartel member. I know he's involved with drugs. I don't know if it's necessarily a cartel, but guy's name is Miguel. And in the ambush, he ended up running away into the city that's in front of us. And we kind of go a little bit before I start hearing that everybody has spotted a static MG. I'm going to just poke my head up over this hill. Make sure, doesn't look like anybody's following us, so we can kind of stay here for a little bit and just kind of do some recon. Like, there was the static MG just knocking down the grass in front of me. We'll be able to take a look at him again. And there he is. So we're all going to open fire and try and see if we can take him out. Nice. All right, so he's definitely one of the largest threats that we have faced so far. There was one other static MG kind of showed up in episode number 1 of this, and he was the first person I ended up taking out too, because I know what the capabilities of the static MGs in this game are. So we're making the approach into the town, and you can see we're using as much cover as possible for us to make our advance, just to try and make sure that the enemy doesn't spot us, and hopefully we can spot them first and open fire on them. But here I am getting shot at, so there goes the element of surprise here for us. I can imagine they probably weren't too surprised since I ended up shooting that guy on the static MG. But now that they kind of know we're here, I've given the command to go ahead and open fire, so if we do spot anybody, it'll take them out. And I've also got everybody regrouping with me. I had them holding back in the tall grass just in case we did come across somebody. Now, there's this house over on the left I might have to make a break to. Oh yeah, I'm the one who's being shot at. Like, you can hear the snaps and the cracks of the bullets over my head. And then there were some bullets that were dropping right in front of us. I'm going to get everybody down here really at this point. Yep, I'm hit. So he'll be able to hit us, but we won't be able to hit him too easily from here. Just going to patch myself up. And then that house, I'll probably make a break for it and see if I can get a good vantage point from the second story. I'll have to clear it first, though, make sure there is not anybody who is in that, too, because I don't want to be shot as we're trying to move. So I'm going pretty quick, knowing full well I could be shot at. But there's that tree that was in the field of view for the guy I was going up against. Now, I didn't get a good look from the house, nor was there anybody in here, so I'm kind of back at square one now. And how I'm going to have to try and approach this. Okay. So he's off over on the left here. Keeping everybody down. There he is. He's at the top of that building right in front of me. And oh, there's somebody right there too. Have to take him down. Nice. Well, this was a good position to be at. Able to take the guy who had been shooting at us for quite a while down with a headshot. Okay, so I'm right underneath where the static MG was. This will give me a good position to be able to just poke my head out and see what else might be going on here in the city. And it'll allow me to get everybody up here to one point. So that way, if I have missed anybody, the AI should be able to find them at least. All right, I'm not seeing anybody here in the ruins of the structures around us. But only 30 meters away is where I'm supposed to be. So I'm going to head down. And I haven't taken any fire from anybody either. So I do think that the town, for the most part, is probably clear. It's just got to be people inside of structures or something like that. Now, he's obviously not here. So just moving past the shed. Yeah, I don't see anybody. I'm wondering if he's in like this house over to the left. I mean, that would make sense. So I'll kind of go in here. Oh, there was some fire right behind us, and I'm looking at where they're shooting. Oh, dang it. He's down. Yeah, he was... Or there's some guys that are in here. Oh, there's Miguel. And they're like shooting straight through this. Which makes sense, but yeah, you guys need to get out of here. I gotta revive my medic first. Yeah, nobody's shooting at me here. I'll scratch that. Oh, a technical? Alright, I'm gonna have to help try and take this thing down. Except it looks like they already did. Driver's dead, nobody's in the back. Ooh, that came out of nowhere. Good work, guys. Okay, so yeah. Looks like there's just one guy who's in there. I'm honestly surprised Miguel is even alive. If there's two enemy, fellow drug gang members that are in there. Unless, I guess, they're friendly to him. He'd be dead. Surprised they just let him run right out, too. Alright, let's see if I can get a good look. Yeah, there's one guy in there. Alright, we'll move them to right here, just so that way the explosion from the grenade doesn't hurt anybody. Except the guys who I want it to. Kind of make my throw in there. And, crap. I didn't select a grenade. I just threw a chemical light in there. There we go, there's a grenade. Alright, with the detonation, we'll kind of go back, take a look. Alright, he's down. And so is this other guy, who I thought he was down before anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and just see what we've got, anything I can really take. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this technical because it's still in pristine condition. I'm going to try and get to the next point here for us. So I'm going to look down this street and, oh my gosh, of course. This is so stupid how I have to guide this thing anyway. I'm just going to open fire on these guys in the road, and even though one of them dies, the other two don't run. Take out two of them. The other guy still does not run. Makes it easy pickings for me. All right, I'm just going to get in a better position here. It's going to allow me to look down this whole street. Make some smart shots. Like there's somebody else who just appeared. He's down.
2, 3, disembark.
Okay. I'm going to get everybody else here now that this roadway is clear. Then we'll start moving down the road to kind of get to where we need to be. Because I don't know what's in this city. If it's like what we saw in the last city, there is a good amount of soldiers here. Oh, yes. Someone up here. He's down. Oh, what was that? Sounded like 40 Mike. I'm shooting at what I think might be enemy, but they could also just be rocks. There's somebody who I took down. Alright, well, it's a lot quieter now. Now, the wheels, though, those got damaged originally by us hitting the tree. They still could be a potential problem. Is that a person? No. I don't think that is. Alright, I've not seen anybody, so I'm going to go ahead and get out. And then I'm going to go ahead and put Miguel in here, and I'll have him actually arm the 50 cal as we kind of make the move. This will be good because him being AI should be able to spot everything pretty easily.
2, 3, 4, 5, team red.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, just so it's easier for me to command these guys, I'm going to make my team red and then just Miguel team white. So I'm using a piece of software which is free. It's called Articulate, and it integrates with Arma and allows you to do voice commands too. So when I'm doing this, I'll be like, team red regroup. Like I'll actually say that in the microphone, and then they'll all end up, regrouping with me. It's a lot easier than just trying to type it all out.
Soldier, 100 meters.
All right, he's down. Somebody else, I think, has got to be nearby. Oh, yeah, that's definitely 40 millimeters. Okay, we're going to have to push up, close the distance. And try and see if we can hit this guy wherever he is. All right, we're rushing up here towards the walls. I'm looking to see if anybody might be up around here. But when my guys are opening fire, I'm going to go ahead and support them. So I'm not going to try and go all the way around here.
Team red, hold. Solid copy.
I'm going to look in these houses too. Nothing I can really see in the windows. Oh, there's someone.
75 meters.
Whew. Just right there in front of me. Yeah, those ones are getting really close. Is it coming from up here? Because I remember there was that one guy who I took out who was up here. It looked like he might not have been alone. Now I remember it. I did take out 2 guys from up here. There could be more. Either way, we're going to go ahead and push up. And Miguel hasn't said anything, but I don't think he has a radio. Well, that guy's got his back turned. Thanks for that one, dude. That was easy. All right, let's get everybody back up here.
Fall back. Roger.
As long as we move up together, I think we'll be good. We'll be able to get through this little town. From the sounds of it, this person's indoors. But yeah, he's in this building right here. Got to make sure he's not like up behind the building and I'm just getting a wrong point. Because the thing is too, is it didn't look like he's actually in the building, but just off to the side. Yeah, that gunfire sounds like inside. Oh, there is someone. Now, he doesn't look like he's a grenadier, though, so I don't think he's the one who's shooting the 40 mics. And I think I got him. No, our guys are still looking up in that direction. Yeah, he got back up. There we go. Someone else is down, so I'm going to have to revive him right here. I'm going to have to drag him back a little bit, though. Just so I can get him out of the way. And that guy is still there, but now it looks like he actually is inside. So once I get him patched up, I'll make that move. Yeah, because I'm going to need every single person I can get. Especially with him being a marksman. All right, he's up. I'm going to push now. Everything looks good. Just running across here, I wasn't shot at either. Yeah, we've got somebody else up there, too. All right, we should be all right. One of my guys looks like he's limping down the road. I wonder if he got wounded with the 40 mics being shot over that direction. I'll have to patch him up or have somebody patch him up here in just a little bit. My focus is really on whoever is in this building. And I've got to be careful about how I make the approach too, because even if he has his back turned, my footprints or my footsteps. Yep, just like that. Yeah, my footsteps caused him to turn around. He heard me. That's okay. He's down. I'll see what else I can grab from him. Okay, so Miguel has been firing for quite a while. Whatever's ahead of us, but he's going really slow. The 40mm grenades, it looks like it took out the first or the front tires, or maybe even all the tires actually on that truck. And so he is going ridiculously slow through this. But the one advantage to him going pretty slow, see there he is, he's just firing down there. With him going this slow, it means we can like maneuver together. And so we'll be able to support each other. And that's a nice thing to be able to have. Like, if we can go into this together, we're a lot stronger than if we were to try and go in separately. Okay, so we've gotten ahead quite a bit. This was the direction that he was shooting, and apparently he took out somebody who was on, like, static AA up there, I think is what it is. Because I ended up, like, completing an objective by it, but I'm not completely sure everybody has been taken out. So I'm focused on this building. Miguel is looking right in front of us, and I've got my guys just behind us who are looking in any direction that they want, probably also straight ahead. Nothing in the first or second floors of that first structure. As far as the second one goes, I'm not seeing anything here either. Oh, nope. Move Miguel. All right, got him. I think Miguel got the guy up top. Well, that was quick. We're slow going, but we're effective at least, and that's really all that matters. Still, nobody is like caught up from us from the city, which means we either took them all out or they've kind of given up. Okay, so now that it's obvious the truck will not turn, I have no idea how it made it this far. I guess it will turn. But we've got to get up here to that landing zone. Who's shooting at us now? You know what? I might have Miguel get out, because at this point, it just might be faster for us to move that 121 meters than it is for him to be able to stay in that vehicle. Especially if he ends up getting stuck, it's not going to be worth it at all for him to be staying in there. The extra 50 cal probably will do us little good right now. Well, we've made it to the point here for extraction, and I'm trying to see if I can spot the helicopter. Should be on its way here to pick us up. At the same time, with as many ambushes have been thrown my way this entire mission, I'm kind of expecting another one, but I do spot the chopper, so this should be the end of the mission. Unless it's like the first part of this mission again, when the chopper ended up being shot down, which, you know, kind of led to a lot of craziness, us being where we are now. But before we get wrapped up here with this episode, I do want to get to the ratings of everything for this mission. So we'll start off with mission difficulty. I'm going to go ahead and rate this 4 out of 5 stars because the ambushes, I think, were well timed and they were very challenging. And at every single turn, we were outnumbered. It did seem like that every opponent that we went up against, though, had reduced health of some kind. Like, it looked like they were all wounded. So I do go ahead and knock off a little bit for that. But overall, still a difficult mission. Scripting complexity, 3 out of 5 stars. There really wasn't that much that kind of set this aside. Just a few triggers and stuff like that to kind of create the storyline. Replayability, I'm going to give this 2.5 out of 5 stars. You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 out of 5 stars. The reason why I'm going to do that is you do have the arsenal that's at the beginning, which allows you to be able to choose your loadout. So I went and did this as an AR. You could go back and play as a sniper if you wanted to, or just whatever. That's about the only replayability that you're going to have with this. Miguel's going to be at the same location when you start off. You're still going to be ambushed at the exact same points. He's still going to be the exact same safe house. So the only thing you really get to change is your loadout. Presentation, I'm also going to go ahead and give it 3 out of 5 stars here, simply because there wasn't that much that really stood out. There was no introductory cinematic, no audio that was added to it. It was just a normal mission at a normal time of the day, which I actually prefer the time of the day to be day, not so much night. But again, nothing that really stood out. So overall, I am going to give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I do think this is just a good mission to kind of play through once and just try something a little bit different. It does make you think. You do have to strategize how you're going to engage the enemy in some areas. Overall, decent mission. I definitely recommend it. So thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. War is hell, but war fighters, you don't have to worry, because I've got your 6.